We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Boston Red Sox and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs are white hot as they stare down consecutive win number 20. They'll go for it right after this. Yu Darvish is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you want to know if this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league? Well, how about this? Batters are hitting under 200 against this guy for the year, so he's done a good job against both righties and lefties. And I'm looking for him to be just as dominant in this one.
At the plate, Andrew Benintendi, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Andrew Benintendi.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 the count.
First pitch, 7-16.
Now the pitch. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Oh, and he takes his eye off it here, and it goes right past him. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. Happ will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. He's hitting over .330 on the season, and when you think about that, that's basically one hit every third at bat. That's the type of guy you want in your lineup, because you know every day he's going to come ready and he's going to produce.
Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch. Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the power hitting shortstop Xander Bogaerts. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not saying complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
The third baseman,
Rafael Devers, the next to bat. We show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. He's set and the pitch. Late that time for a strike. Looking at his career totals, Devers carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Giving chase is Almora. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Boston strands a couple. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Eduardo Rodriguez is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Boston. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they've been in a real good groove lately. Victorious in 7 of their last 9.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is going to get down out there and should get all the way to the ivy for extra bases. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
So now to the plate, David Bodie, as he'll take a look at ball one. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2. Baez stands at second with no outs. And he has a cut at that one, but misses 2-1. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
In now, Nico Hoerner, as with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. Hoerner is normally at shortstop, although they've got him playing third base here today. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Ready on 1-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250, 26 home runs and 51 runs batted in. 1-0. Here it is. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Tread lightly in this situation. Got a great hitter at the plate, runner in scoring position. Don't be afraid, you got the base open.
3-0 now.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Wilson.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. As a look, now the pitch. Fouled away. Comes set, the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
I wouldn't be surprised if he used his aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone, 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
2 down, runners at first and second. The ground ball sent back up the middle. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Nothing in the Cubby first. On to the second now from Wrigley with no score. At the plate, Mitch Moreland. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed. That strike 2. Fouled off. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
This is the pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
And signals crossed that time, so he'll step off and try again. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That average coming in right at 300 on the nose. 10 home runs and 38 runs batted in. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good riding action to that thing, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a pop-up now. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now. So stepping in, Christian Vasquez. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. From the stretch.
0-1's the count.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Oh, that's out.
A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Now the pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Happ with a 2-1 count now. The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. Lifted into center field. Waiting on it is Benintendi. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and in to bat next is Albert Almora. And that misses for ball 1. A bouncer up the middle. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. We'll move to the 3rd with no score.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And it's fouled away. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away. So in just 1 turn through the lineup, that's already 5 strikeouts for him here in the contest. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently pacing the club here as we approach the midway point of the season. First delivery to him on the way. Just a tick behind for a strike. 3rd inning, no score to this point. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Standing in now, Dustin Pedroia, and he fouls this one off. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Here's the 0-1. Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Pedroia, affectionately nicknamed Laser Shot, and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. Home half of the 3rd coming up, no score. Bottom of the 3rd now, and next will be the pitcher, Yu Darvish.
The pitcher, Yu Darvish.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. So 4 of the first 7 outs thus far tonight have come via the punch out. And you can see right there he currently sits 2nd on the Red Sox in that category. And that brings up Javi Baez. as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. On the ground to the right side, and that'll find its way into right field for a one-out single. So it's a multi-hit game for him as that ball finds a crease into right field. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently pacing the club here as we approach the midway point of the season. Coming to the plate now, David Bote. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bit of an ill-advised swing that time as that ball got in on him. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And a dive, but he's back. Has a look, now the pitch. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Baez breaks from first. Fouled away. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Nico Hoerner. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Fouled off. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. He's running. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
And it's fouled away. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he'll continue this roll he's on. Make it 6 strikeouts in a row. Gracious, 2 away. Now at the plate, Rafael Devers. He flew out in his last at-bat. Out in front of it, strike 1. Devers is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. 7 in a row. Flat out dominant, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Anthony Rizzo. He drew a base on balls his first time up. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Fouled away. The 1-2.
Oh, that's out. We got full count.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in, and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are two away now.
Now batting, left fielder.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fouled off. Happ, a native Pennsylvanian, normally patrols center field, but he's in left for this one. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Just short, hit hard. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that into memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike one. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2 misses, ball 2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone, but I think he's caught onto their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. And he fouls this one off. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Full count still. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The first baseman, Nick Moreland.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Too high. 1-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Line drive, base hit to right.
You know, D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. You're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
Almora's got it, and there is one away. So a runner on first with one out now. And from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. From the stretch, here's the pitch. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Now a chopper to first, might only get 1. To second for 1. Back to the pitcher, covering. It's a double play, and the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off for the Cubs, the center fielder.
And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. On the run is Benintendi. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And the pitcher bats next. That'll be Yu Darvish. Here comes the first pitch. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Darvish is exactly a 200 hitter. And as pitchers go, that's actually pretty good.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. And he struck him out. So double digits now, 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Here's Javier Baez. He pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
That's been a great pitch for him all night. Able to push and pull the throttle a little bit. Throwing a good fastball located and mixing in that nasty changeup with good arm action.
The 0-2 once more. Hard hit toward the hole. Devers fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. So here now is the pitcher, Eduardo Rodriguez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Eduardo Rodriguez.
He's set. Here it comes. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike.
That's an awesome 12-6 hook right there. Look at the depth, spin rate, nasty downward tilt on that pitch.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into the middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
So 2 are gone now for Dustin Pedroia. First pitch of the at-bat. Chopper to short. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, David Bote.
The second baseman, David.
First delivery to him on the way. Bob couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike 1.
After taking such an ugly swing, if I'm the batter right now, it has to be in the back of my mind that he might repeat that exact same pitch.
1-1 the count now. Left field and deep. Back goes Martinez. Off the LED board and gone. A solo shot here to left. Number 13 for him on the year. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
To the plate now, Nico Horner. Weak grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball here, 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Fouled off. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Martinez is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Weak grounder down the first baseline. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Now batting, Wilson Contreras. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up to start the 7th. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Here's J.D. Martinez. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Ned. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. In there, no balls and a strike.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up. On to first, and a big out to start the 7th. One gone. And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. He's set and the pitch. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one.
Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding the zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it. 2 gone. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there on the graphic, his total good for 5th best in the National League. Here now is Rafael Devers. He hits with 2 away as they continue. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox. They still trail 1-0. Darwinzon and Hernandez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Digging in and looking for more, Ian Happ. He singled his last time up. From the stretch. Swing and a miss on a ball out of the zone. So far this year against Southpaws, Happ is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
This is the classic case of the modern day ball player right there. You can have the batting average if your OPS is north of 800.
And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. So 1 away in the inning, and that'll bring in the dangerous bat of Jason Hayward, the right fielder. First offering on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
1 out, nobody on. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. 3-2 pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
0 for 2 for him to this point. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. There now is Moreland, and he's got it for the second out. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Yu Darvish. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Runners going. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. A bouncer to the left side. He's got it. And that will conclude matters here in the seventh. One left for the Cubs, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Now in the box, Mitch Moreland, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Ready once again, Alex Verdugo. No hits to this point. Big curveball swung on and missed, 0-1.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Popped him up. Baez waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
First offering on its way. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. To third. But that finds its way through for a base hit. Michael Chavis will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 23.
Good downward action there, and it's 0-1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Red Sox leave 1. They're down 1-0. Ryan Brazier is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 70.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Javier Baez. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left.
You're grinding so hard at the plate right there, expecting something on the corners, and what happens? Change up, middle cut. Your eyes light up, but you're just not able to barrel it up.
And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out.
Number 13. Second baseman.
Into the box, David Bodie. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well, it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Martinez giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting,
So in now for Chicago, Nico Horner 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit down the line at first. Swung on and missed. That strike 2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. All set for the start of the inning. And next it'll be the outfielder, Andrew Benintendi. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And it's fouled away. Right side hit hard. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Striding in for Boston, Dustin Pedroia. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1, here's the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Got him to go down swinging there. Dustin Pedroia is retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. At the plate now, J.D. Martinez. No balls and a strike to count. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of the spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Last strike now for the Red Sox. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. High and deep down the left field line. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a one-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
Ground ball left side. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Cubbies rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Yu Darvish gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. And it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. Eduardo Rodriguez takes the loss despite striking out 11 batters. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
5 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. For the Red Sox, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, a swift 2 hours and 19 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
A very happy Father's Day to all you dads out there from us at Inside the Show. Here's what happened around the league on Saturday. Looking first at the NL Central, Yu Darvish tossed a dominating complete game shutout, leading the Cubs to a win over the Red Sox, 1-0. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Blue Jays broke up their 5-game losing skid as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 6-4. The Cardinals combined to allow only 4 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 4-2. The Diamondbacks hit 3 long balls as they got the best of the Brewers at home 12-9. The Miami Marlins combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Giants 6-1. The Braves relief pitcher, number 77, collected win number 2 on the year, leading the Braves to a victory over the Nationals 2-1. The Phillies racked up 11 hits as a team as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 6-5. The San Diego Padres sent 3 balls into the seats as they toppled the Rockies 9-3. The Tigers knocked out 10 hits as a team as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 3-0. Trevor Richards collected his 5th win in relief as the Rays claimed victory over the Orioles 4-3. The Tribe swiped 5 bags as a team as they sent their crowd home happy with a walk-off win over the White Sox 3-2. The Yanks launched 3 home runs as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 8-1. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim got 12 hits in this one as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 10-5. The Oakland Athletics amassed 14 hits in the game as they stole the victory in extra innings over the Astros 12-11. The Royals totaled 13 hits as a team as they sank the Mariners 9-2. So that's all we've got for our Father's Day edition. Hopefully you're headed to the ballpark with Dad or at least going out to have a catch with the old man. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.